Hello guys, welcome back to another video. And in this video, we're going to be continuing our discussion from previously about chess opening principles, right? Uh, so let's get about it. So we stopped at two main points: occupy the center and develop your pieces. So assuming that you guys got this part of it down, let's talk about the next part. So let's just, I will just make the position a bit simpler, just for the sake of it. Hold on. Let's just say, it went on like this. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Let's just say it went on like this. This is not maybe usually how chess games go, but let's say it does go like this, right? So the next most important thing to do is to castle, right? After you occupy the center and develop your pieces, the next most important thing is to castle. In fact, at times you can king safety is the most important thing, and you might actually want a castle before you completely complete your development. So in cases like this, you've almost already developed everything, so you might as well just go ahead and castle. And castling really ensures your king's safety. As you can see, the king is safely behind these two pawns. It's got a pretty solid center over here and a few pieces protecting it. So this is a pretty solid castling, and the king is pretty safe. It has no threats for the time being. So castling is one of the most important parts of an opening, and it's overall just really important to make sure that your king is safe. In fact, you can do this at the opening of the game. Maybe let's just go back a bit. Let's say this happened, right? And as soon as this happens, you're really just open to castle right now. Like, you have absolutely no interruptions over here. So you can just actually just go forward and castle. So, number one, occupy the center. Number two, develop your pieces, maybe a bit, or maybe completely. That's up to you. And number three, castle your king. So, assuming that you've castled your king, you're gonna have to also deal with threats. For example, let's say you do not, see this coming, right? Say this happens. Yeah, let's say this happens. And now in this position, I would say knight d2 is the best move. But let's say you miss it and you play something like this, right? So let's say this happens. You can't take with the queen because you would just lose it. So you take it like that, and let's say this happens, right? And now this is a bad position because the king is just open to so many attacks, right? Because now the opponent can just go forward. Maybe he can play queen to h4. He can just absolutely go forward and attack you again and again. So you would have to be wary of these threats. Again, we will discuss more about this in future videos, but do know that these are possibilities, right? They can completely open up your king to possible attacks. So it is extremely important to be aware of that. Alright. So let's recap the three things that I just discussed right now. Number one is obviously to occupy the center. Number two is to double pieces. Number three is to castle your king. Now, actually, let's just go back to the. Oh, pardon me. Let me just set up the position real quick. Actually, I think I can. Yeah. Oh God. Just give me a second. I think this is not the move. You know what? Let me just set it up real quick. Just give me a second. Let's, at the same time, I can show you guys some standard openings. So let's say this happens. No, maybe let's say, oh, hold up. Oh, yeah. So let's just assume this is one of those common openings, right? Okay. So as you can see over here, everything seems to be going good. Both sides have occupied the center pretty well, and they've dealt their pieces. This is some opening stuff that you don't really need to be worried about. Um, so what next, right? What next after this? So the last step in the opening is to pretty much clear the back rank. And after you clear the back rank, the game kind of transitions into the middle game after that. So when I say clear the back rank, I mean you should connect both rooks to each other. And there's really just one way to do this, and that is to move away the queen. So in this position, queen d2 would probably be the best move as you're reinforcing the bishop across this diagonal, and you're also protecting it. Maybe you could open up the rook if you wanted to, but uh, the best move is to open up your queen. Now this could be a completely different opening, and you might have to place your queen in a different and better position. But in this place, clearing the back rank by moving your queen to d2 is probably the best as white. So that is really how you connect your back rank. If you have any more powers blocking the back rank from getting cleared out, you should focus on developing them and moving them out of the back rank to make sure that the rooks are connected. After this, you play the middle game, you use your tactics and strategies. You try to open up the rooks, which we will see on how to do later. But yeah, this is pretty much how openings are. You occupy the center, you develop your pieces, you castle your king, and you clear the back rank. I feel like I've repeated that like 100 times right now, so I won't say it anymore. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned something new. Keep playing chess, keep getting better, and I'll see you guys in the next one.